Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is 239 Live on a beautiful Tuesday morning in Paradise, aka Freedom Town, USA. And with me is this wonderful lady.
I'm your Tuesday co-host
And
for our 239 Lives on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Well, we got a lot of good things. You know what?
We
We
have
got a lot
so
of good
much.
things that are hopping and popping to the Crocodile Rock. And I love the intro.
The intro is great. I love what we're doing there, but it kind of goes in with some of today's themes that we have going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in the community. We've got our special days today.
And always our special sponsors that'll always be scrolling during the program.
Yep, and they're even behind us right here.
Even behind you right there.
Yeah.
Well, if our heads were out of the way a little bit, maybe. But that intro was done by a sheriff's office guy who plays at the new. Hey,
Good morning,
Dave. Good morning. And I can't think of his name, but that was our national anthem. So speaking of that, hi, Kev.
That's a local artist.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
wow.
played that
Yeah.
their guitar thing. Yes, he played that. Yeah, I'll pass on that. It sounds so much better than I do. But he played it. Aubrey Rogers, he's the sheriff's representative up there, and he also plays a mean guitar. And he played that, and I think Tim Jarrett got the recording, and we keep that in there to use. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, with our delicious Diana over there, who's still recovering from this nasty cold, and this with everybody. Just take your time getting through this. It takes time because we want all our peeps healthy and happy in the hood.
Healthy and happy.
How about the first one, the national anthem? Let's go through a few days.
Days today.
National Anthem Day. That's why we were chit-chatting about.
Perfect. That's why our intro is so perfect.
There we go.
Anthem Day. Look at that.
All right. National Anthem Day commemorates the day the United States adopted the Star-Spangled Banner as the national anthem.
Oh.
Written by Francis Scott Key, the national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner became the national anthem in 1931. So there's a great trivia point if you're ever, I can hear it kind of in the background a little bit.
Yeah. There it is again.
There you go. That sounds great. And there have been some wonderful national anthems. And I always like to bring up the Super Bowl because they have fabulous people who do the national anthem. You remember any of those?
I've seen some that are amazing. I'm not a big football fan.
Yeah, well, I'm not either. I like commercials.
That. Yeah, the commercials are the best for the Super Bowl.
Well, Whitney Houston was fabulous. And I forget the name of this last guy. Who?
Her still plays on YouTube. Yeah, well, I've seen that one.
What a loss to art. Just sad. But anyway, just so you know today, you can tag somebody and let them know that today is National Anthem Day, 1931.
And next we have...
Oh, that's how we feel here at 239.
I want you to be happy day. National, I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy, Lois.
Oh, good. I want you to be happy too. I am happy
so
all the time.
So I think today we should tell people should go tell people when you see someone, I want you to be happy today.
Just put a smile on your face.
Put out there today.
Even though you're ticked, you can still say, have a happy day. You know what? We go through so many ranges of emotions. Like I had a good day, I had a bad day. Yeah. No, you had a lot of stuff. You know, some little things that make you happy, some little things. But, you know, smiling does something special. You want to read that for us?
National I Want You to Be Happy Day on March 3rd encourages us to do something that makes others happy. It also asks us to see others' happiness from their point of view. Putting a smile on someone's face tends to put one on others too.
It does.
And ours.
And when I go to take pictures, I notice when I take pictures of people, I always have a big smile.
You smile when you take the picture too?
Yeah. Smile. It's like, why am I doing that? It's like when you put on mascara.
Right.
That's not a smile, but you drop your mouth open.
We make these facial expressions. I always think it's fun when people take pictures, like at the theme parks or wherever you might be, and you see them behind there, like, okay, everybody smile, and they're smiling because they want you to smile. But it's true. You have a tendency to smile when other people are smiling at you.
Yeah. So put a smile on somebody's face today. Be sure to put a smile on your face, even if you have to sleep with a coat hanger in your mouth at night. Yeah. That'll help if you're having a bad week.
But we still want you to be happy.
We still want you to be happy.
Our viewers.
Should have brought some in, but I didn't.
I thought you were going to bring them
I
in.
should have done that. I'm telling you, I've just been off my game here. I got to do some things better here. But I know Mike Randall will be happy about this because it's National Pancake Day, and I've never seen anybody love breakfast more than Mike Randall. And every year at the end of February, beginning of March, National Pancake Day raises money for charity. IHOP's restaurants began National Pancake Day in 2006. Since that day, they've raised close to $30 million for charity. People from around the country will once again celebrate and enjoy free pancakes at IHOP restaurant. Guests are asked to consider to leave a donation. That's always true. If you get something free, you still have to leave. You should always leave the tip.
Of course.
Equivalent to whatever that is. So
whatever the retail was.
Exactly. Whatever the retail, don't because God bless them. Now they don't have to take their taxes out on tips, at least here in Florida. I think some of the other.
I think that helps people. I mean, living right now is expensive. I mean, we need to keep as much as we can in our pocket, I think.
Well, we need to keep it in there. And we also just, it's a good way to get frugal about stuff. But I know that gas has come down, for which I'm grateful. I don't ever check the price of eggs, but I did check them yesterday because I was curious. They've come down some. And so we're doing a good job on getting these prices down to, what time are we on? 10:07. Getting them down to where they're going to make a big difference. But it takes a long time to turn a ship. You can't just turn it like you can a speedboat. It takes a while to turn these things around. So enjoy your pancake day. Go to IHOPs and be sure to tip your server.
You might see me there because I like pancakes.
Yeah, I'm a waffle girl. I like waffles.
Really?
I like the crunchy hard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. But pancakes, if they're really good pancakes, they have to be soft and fluffy. Like Cousin T. Do you know who Cousin T is?
Yeah.
I have to buy all his stuff when he comes out with something. I give him for gifts. I love it.
What do you put on your waffles? Do you put butter and syrup?
No. I fill each little square with syrup.
And there's a system.
Yeah, I do. I'll play with it. I cut it in the fourths, each little square with syrup, and then
I'm a dipper.
A little whipped cream on the top, and then I cover it with the strawberries.
Yeah. Oh, strawberries. Okay.
Yeah.
I do that to my pancakes sometimes, strawberries. Yeah. But I don't put the syrup on. I'm a dipper.
You're dip.
Syrup.
Yeah. I get the kick out of putting them in the squares. Okay, how about a very special day today? I got to be sure to put this on my Facebook page. Navy Medical Corps Day. Established March the 3rd, 1871. Wow. And as Navy Medical Corps, because we know Navy always hangs out with the Marines. And I'll tell you what, if you want to see somebody get fired up about somebody aggravating a medic, you do that in front of a Marine and they will take you out.
Wow.
Because they love, as we all love their medics, but that's always been kind of the joke that they really do. Hey, Mighty Roof.
One of our sponsors
is in the house. Thank you for listening in. So Navy Medical Corps, and there are a lot of people in our community, and I need to find out more. Every now and again, I'll say, you were in the Corps? Oh, Dan Caldwell was a medic. I didn't know that when he was in the Army.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
So he was a medic, and you'd think I'd know that, but I don't.
Listen, Lois, you keep a lot going in your
my
day,
little
and everything. I don't know how you keep most of it straight.
Yeah. Let's flip over.
It's okay to forget one every now and then.
Then I have to go back to my data bank, my memory bank, and shift my eyes to log into that. How about let's do the America 250? Do we have the? There we go. Well, isn't that just the cutest logo you've ever seen?
That's amazing.
You have to be under, I won't say under a rock, but this is America's 250th anniversary. And each show we want to highlight some little aspect about, just not a lot, but we want to highlight something about America. And we're going to start this with this great little logo. We just did that with our Navy Corps.
And our national anthem.
National anthem. There you go with that. And so we also want to bring stuff in to highlight that. So we are thrilled to have that. And I have to admit that, was it ChatGPT created that.
Really?
Yeah. I sent in a bunch of little things. Nah, I don't really like that. I don't like that. And I thought, oh, wow, that looks really good. So I'm going to
I
say,
was about to give Diana credit for that. Sorry, Diana.
well, I'm sure she would do one better. I just wanted to hurry up and do one. I just started thinking, how do we get the name?
No, I like that. That's great. We can keep that for every show right now.
Yeah, there we go. So there you go, America 250. Every day, be thinking about America, something that and they have a great website, america250.com. And they also have one for Florida, which I'll bring some information on that later.
Oh, we should put those up with the slide, maybe.
Yeah, Florida, and I haven't Florida 250, and they have a lot of great things. And then each organization, your company, you can actually go on the page if you're having an event. Put the 250 logo on there and bring something patriotic in it, and then they put it on their state and or national website to say events that are going on.
That's good to know. And if you're looking for an event or something to do on a weekend or during the week, you can just log in and see what's going on.
Yeah. So
there's a great idea.
Yeah, it is a lot. I should bring it and maybe go through it in depth for like 3 minutes to just show you how you can do all that stuff. But we're going to be bringing in our first guest, Mr. Tim Luce. And how about we go through our list of sponsors while we're waiting on Mr. Tim to sashay up here.
We have Yacht Masters, Marine Surveyors, Mighty Dog Roofing, who is online with us right now. Thank you. Devoe Cadillac, Supreme Auto and Collision, Marquise Diamond Mobile Detailing. They're just around the corner, I found out. Yeah. Three Palms Legal, Wills, Trusts, and Estates. Very important.
We're going to have to get him on here because I think because of the last time that we had some stuff on, that was...
last week, we had some stuff on about that.
Yes.
Yeah. Torch Yoga.
Amherst. I put a call, haven't heard back, but that's okay. I finally did it.
That was for your annual roof inspection.
Hello.
And then myself... happy to be here, happy to be part of things. I did want to give a little shout out, if I could, about the icons. I still haven't redone my slides, so that's on me. But every Wednesday now, we're dropping an episode. So if people want to hear about the history of Naples.
Right. Perfect.
Icons of Naples on YouTube. And you can follow the Facebook page also to see when the episodes drop. But we're excited.
Oh, that's great. I'm excited for you. That's a fabulous idea.
We'll be able to see Lois in probably about a month here. She'll be on the show. No, it was great. It was great. She's a great guest to have.
Well, thank you. And how about Miss D? How about let's put up one of our Mr. Lou's, a little intro thing for him if you have one.
You want me to do the intro?
Well, you can start doing I wanted her to show one of his. There we go.
As a team leader, one of Tim's signature, I didn't bring my glasses today, guys.
Okay. Here.
Signature group powered by exclusive homes. Tim brings a strong foundation in economics, finance, and masters in business with a concentration in marketing to every transaction. His analytical expertise combined with strategic marketing insights empowers clients to make a smart, confident decision. Welcome, Tim.
You got a million things in your bio. It's amazing.
I know. Thank you. Oh, that's my dog. Look at that.
There he is. There he is. I'm so disappointed you didn't.
Oh, look at
Look at that one.
He's the star, the secret of my success.
Now, does he go on listing appointments with you too?
He will.
Yeah.
Not yet. He will.
Okay.
How old is he?
He's 8.
Okay.
So I had him since he was like 2 months old. He's really my daughter's dog. My daughter's 12. Believe it or not, I do have a 12-year-old dog.
Yeah.
Wow. So Maya's dog, which becomes my dog. So
that's always the way.
Divorced, and he's my dog.
No,
you have a lot of fun with him.
Oh, he's on all my videos. I got to use him for something,
He's got to earn his keep. All that food and bills.
I take him out. I pick up his poop every day. He has to do something for me.
That's exactly right.
Well, you've got him earning his keep on the back of that alligator.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. He was sitting all this morning early. I was like, ding, what's all this stuff? And he was sitting all this, and I get a great kick out of him. It's wonderful. You're going to have to do a class and show us how to do that because I love.
Yeah, I'm 61, a little bit old, but not that old.
You're not
got to be addicted to something. So apparently now everybody thinks I'm addicted to AI. So I do a lot of AI stuff.
Okay.
Facebook stuff. I have 5,000 people on my Facebook, and It's fun. So I play with Sora. It's called Sora. So it's there's a free version. You can download Sora, Sora, and just play with it.
And play with it, and we'll just learn
And
how to
all
do
those
it. Yeah.
videos you see is Sora. It's easy.
Strictly
It's
from that.
it's
Wow.
with Chat GBT. So it's just like Chat GBT. So you're just
Right.
telling it what to do.
Just tell it what to do, and it does it.
And makes me do all this wonderful stuff.
I'm learning.
For my-
Get that close up to you, just so whenever you back up. I've learned that you have to be, the more specific you could be, like even tell it the kind of mood you want to be in, or tell it you want to think like you're a developer or a esthetician, and then do this from the perspective of, and I'm just learning all those little.
Yeah, you can change it too if you don't like it. Just you can do a remix and just tell it, make it different. Make my dog cook my food for me, or fly the airplane. He's flying my airplanes all the time.
Do you find in real estate that we really have to work on our AI skills to keep in the curve?
I think just to get yourself out there, because there's a guy named Cedric, if you know Cedric.
Yeah,
he does a lot of it. I know Cedric for a long time. He's a big AI guy. People think I'm a big AI guy, but it's just getting yourself out there. People that like you, know you, and trust you. At my age of 61, I really don't need much of anything anymore. I've already done it. Grew up a poor white kid in a small town in Missouri on the Mississippi River, and now I'm hanging out with rich people like all you guys here in Naples. Look at that.
Yeah, you and Tom Sawyer. Well, tell us, you and Tom Sawyer on the Mississippi River, wasn't that him? Tell us a little bit about your background. How long have you been here, and how long have you been in real estate, maybe?
Well, I've been in real estate for 20 years. Been in Naples for 7 years. So I did, grew up in Missouri, and from there went to college in Missouri, and then college in London. So that was quite a culture shock going from a small town in Missouri. I'm in London. Then I went to Hawaii. So I decided I delivered newspapers from age 6 to 16.
Shut up.
Believe it or not. I would say, I told my mom, from 5 to 16, she goes, you weren't 5, you're 6. Not that it makes much difference, 5 or 6. Not from her parents. I had the best parents ever. National Be Happy Day, was that?
Yeah,
That's my mother. She was the happiest person ever. She hugged everybody. I'd bring my friends over from college. She didn't know who they were. She was a big hugger. Kind to everybody. She's taught me to be inclusive of everybody. So my big thing is inclusion. I run several networking groups. I'm on several boards for real estate. NAREP, which is the largest Latino group. Women's Council of Realtors. Right Brokers, the president, and several committees at NABOR. And then I run a networking group, Grow Business Network. Friday connections every Friday at Perkins. Come over and check it out from 9 to 10. But I grew up in Missouri, then London, Hawaii.
Well, but did you go to London School of Economics?
No.
No. Okay.
I went to Imperial College, so
okay. It's still impressive to go to London
and then to Hawaii. I mean, talk about cultural transitions.
Yeah,
I mean,
they got a lot of stuff in my life. It's gonna take like maybe 2 hours. You're gonna learn all the
you should write
the
a
good
book.
stuff, the bad stuff. I'm divorced twice, and we won't get into all that.
My ex.
No, you can save that for the book.
The book. Yeah.
Well, also makes you who you are. But
true.
What did you study when you were in London? What was your?
So I did study economics. So I went to school originally as pre-dental. I was going to be a dentist because my mom's cousin was a dentist, and I thought, hey, that's cool. I can make like lots of money. And then I changed my mind because we went to the dental school in Kansas City and checked it out. I don't want to be a dentist. And then my friends said, engineering's like, you can make a lot of money in engineering. So I did engineering classes. I hated it. Somehow I was taking economic classes. I loved them. I just fell in economics. So my degree was international economics, and then I also have a finance degree. And then later I got my MBA, master's in business, and with a marketing emphasis. So I think I'm good with marketing.
I think you got that down pat.
Maybe old-fashioned marketing, and I'm not the best at the new social media, but I try. And we got a lot of young people on my team at Exclusive Homes, in real estate. So I have been doing real estate for 20 years. But from Hawaii, I lived in Hawaii, went to college there, played tennis, barely made the tennis team. I was number 8 on a small school, Chaminade University in Honolulu. And eventually you know, I was running out of money. At my first job, I was making $800 at the Breakers Hotel because all the jobs there were for the local people, the aunts and uncles, and
$800 a month.
$800 a month.
Okay, wanted to be sure it wasn't a year.
I'm not that old, but it was just like you had to take the job, and thank God I got a job from Geico Insurance. I worked there for 4 years. I learned everything I could. I got my master's degree. ADT Claims hired me to start their claims department. I started for them. I bought out their book. That claims department, started my own for 10 years. I grew it to be number one in Hawaii, had 14 appraisers at 28 years old, you know, did really well.
That's really
worked really hard though, 80 hours a week. So hence two
for
divorces.
Sure. But insurance, coming out of school, that is one of the best industries to get in because they teach you so many facets of it, whether it's about cold calling,
right,
keeping notes, follow up,
right.
It's just a great training ground. Even if you don't stay there, it's a great training ground, don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, I did insurance property claims, so great experience. You know, Geico's a good company. Learned a lot, and then went off and did my own thing. And then I had the best boss ever after that because it was myself. You know, that's the best boss.
Yeah,
started multiple.
Real estate, we're our own bosses. Speaking of real estate, Ricky Haas just said hello.
Hi, Ricky. We miss you. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah.
I know Ricky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's the darling.
He's another top realtor.
Yeah,
not as good as me.
Not as good as you.
No, actually, probably a lot better. But you know,
it's all good. It's all good. You can brag. It's okay. Everybody says they're the best, and I agree. Listen, I love your background and what you do, but I also love that you, through Neighbor, you work with Habitat for Humanity. Is that right?
So
you help with that system.
So I do lead Habitat for Humanity for Neighbor. We do have another event coming up in September. Everybody's welcome to come out. We're gonna have 40 slots. We could have more. So I lead that for them because I used to flip houses. I got into flipping houses. I flipped 25 houses in San Francisco.
Wow.
Lived in San Francisco for 12 years. So, and then my ex dragged me to a foreign country called Miami. Did me a favor, traded me in eventually. So I'm here. But I flipped a lot of houses. So I thought like, hey, I could lead the Habitat for Neighbor. So I do. So I'm on the Community Involvement Committee. That's my favorite committee. I did win an award from them last year for volunteering the most.
Remember.
My mom taught us to volunteer. My two brothers volunteer all the time. So I get back. Again, I'm 61. I don't really need to do a lot of stuff anymore. I already did it. Need to work on my health and go travel and go see my daughter in Hawaii, who's 25.
Oh, nice.
She's Hawaiian and she's an attorney. She just passed the board. I have three Colombian kids. I have a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 20-year-old. So all my kids are doing very good. Very proud of them.
So you got a 12, 15, and 20. Is a 20 in college, about to graduate soon?
20's junior and at UF, University of Florida, full scholarship and computer science. So Timmy, his name's Timmy. Timmy.
Good boy. Good boy. Your dad saved his wallet. God bless you, son.
Timmy DeJesus.
We love it when that happens with his parents. Now, on the Habitat for Humanity, you said there's 40 slots. Tell us what that involves. What
does that mean?
What does that mean?
So a lot of times when we do our building, we want at least 20 volunteers. So slots should be volunteers. This time we go up to 40. So we'll start with everybody at Neighbor. Neighbor's area born. And then if not, we'll expand out. If you want to come join us, we have up to 40 people that can join our group for that day.
What do they do?
Well, we help Habitat. So they'll pick the community here. And we help, we paint. A lot of times it's painting. Last time I did sod. We did baseboards. We did siding. We did caulking. So whatever they need for that day. And usually they'll break us up into groups to do different things.
Yeah, I did.
You might get a little hot, might get some paint on yourself, you know.
That's all good.
But it's good to get back.
Volunteering, being out there.
Yeah.
Now, they were the recipient of this year's, was that the Cars on Fifth? Do I have that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Habitat was doing the Cars on Fifth, and it's a great group to get involved with. And
yeah, it's always a lot of people. I've gone 10 years in a row, and this year I said, I'm going to sit this one out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Crowded. It was great though. They had 25,000 people or something.
And they raised so much money for such a good cause.
Yeah.
Habitat's amazing. They do a lot of work here.
I missed it this year. I couldn't get my 12-year-old to go, and my 15-year-old son wanted to go, but my daughter didn't want to go. So you know how it is when you guys have 12-year-old daughters. Come on,
those ages. And then they change their mind all the time. Oh yeah, I want to do that. And then
you have
you're
to
like,
say somebody's going to be there. They go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, we're going.
yeah. Somebody in their Jandre because they don't like our Jandre.
They missed the Transformers. That was the best thing.
Oh yeah,
but
those were out there.
But she's the baby, so she's spoiled. She's a little spoiled. All my kids are good, but a little spoiled.
Well, the baby's always spoiled. That's just how they roll.
I was the baby, so I was spoiled, supposedly, according to my two brothers.
So I was not spoiled. I was
You're the oldest. You were the caretaker.
I carried the trauma.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, I was just looking back here, other ways that you give back through Knights of Columbus, Coats for Kids. I like to know about that. Casa Maria Soup Kitchen, like to know about that. Tell me a little bit about those two.
So I moved to Knights of Columbus, and I used to lead Coats for Kids for them. And what we would do is raise money to buy coats, and we go out and buy coats and give them to a lot of kids in the Immokalee, Everglades City, places like that. Right. And it does get cold here, so believe it or not, they might need some coats.
Yeah. Think about that, because I've done some work out in Immokalee. What gets me is when I have to say we need to buy someone a coat.
Yeah.
Like we take it for granted that we have a coat, or our parents provided us with a coat, or we're able to. Right. But when you say I need to buy some coats, people are like, "What?" And then when you explain it to them, they get this realization of, "Oh my goodness. You mean somebody doesn't have a coat and it's 38 degrees outside?" Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it's incredible. That's awesome. I love hearing these things.
I think, my mom taught us to be inclusive with everybody, to give back. And that's my focus at NABOR and my committees, is to be inclusive with everybody. A lot of times we have different people, like my friend Sean or Ibrahim. If we go through events, I'll say, "Hey, you know Sean? Do you know Sean? Do you know Sean?" To get them connected, to get them involved, and just like the board members at NABOR doing a great job. So they'll scatter and don't sit together, and they'll just get people feel included. That's the key. Yeah. If you're a leader, number one for me is to be included. You gotta have inclusion to be a leader. From my perspective, that's the most important. Yeah. Other people might have different ideas, but for me, that's number one.
Yeah, you have to draw your people in, train them, get them to know what's what, and always be there to back them up. Provide they're good people.
I agree with that. I see a lot of people over the years who think they're leaders, but really it's more ego.
Yeah,
it becomes about them.
If you're not including people, I don't know if you're really a leader.
Yeah,
I mean that's. For me, growing up in a small town, poor white boy on the Mississippi River, and not hanging out in Naples, that's my joke. I'm joking, kind of. I'm hanging out with all the rich people. You guys, I mean, I made some money, but money's not the most important thing at all.
Well, you had a mama that loved you and everybody, so you didn't grow up poor, baby.
No, we did not.
You grew up with a great asset. Yeah.
Well, we had a house. My dad built the house for $10,000 back then. We were in a new subdivision, so we didn't know we had much money. Yeah, but his dad died. My dad grew up with no running water. They had an outhouse. His dad died at age 40 of alcoholism, and I saw my dad suffer with the 9th grade education, a dead end job. That's what I was salutatorian of Notre Dame High School. Wanted to be valedictorian. Vicky Watson beat me out, but
Vicky still remembers that.
I don't know where Vicky is today, but but my brother says I love money. I don't love money. I was just driven to succeed.
What money will do for you? That's all.
Well, I'm just still driven to succeed. Not for me. Now it's for my real estate team and for my networking group and for the different committees and stuff. I don't need a lot. I need to work on my health.
Results oriented. So that's really what you are, and whatever needs to go with those results.
I say God, family, then everything else. So God is the most important, family, and then everything else is just after that. I changed my life 10 years ago after going to hell and back after a horrible divorce. It took 2 years. I think you'll find something. God, the bottle or something. So I changed my life. God's very important in my life.
Very nice. Very
people
nice.
that know me always talk about God, and some people don't talk about God.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's me.
Some people do, some people don't, and some people are it, so they don't need to say it. You can just feel it coming from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just just be an example, try to be inclusive with everybody.
Be a testament of what
you do. A networking group. Is it affiliated with a church, or is it just what you do?
No, it's called Grow Business Network. Some people think it's part of Grow Church. There's a Grow Church. I did go to Grow Church for a little bit, and I go to Destiny Church. To give a shout out to Destiny Church, Pastor Greg.
There we go.
And so Grow Business Network is the same as BNI, if you ever heard of BNI, but BNI is the largest national group. So we are local. We have 10 teams. I run one team, the Friday Connections, every Friday from 9 to 10 at Perkins Restaurant next to Hooters on Pine Ridge. next to my office too. My office is down
next
the street.
To Hooters, no. Just kidding. But that's always a landmark when you say, which Perkins? Next to Hooters. Okay, got it.
Okay, know which one that one is. Yeah. That's incredible. You've done so much, and you've given back at the same time and still created your success for yourself and others.
Yeah.
This is a lot about your who you are, really.
Well, I mean,
so thank you for doing all that.
I think the difference for me than most realtors, I have a great team. So I switched companies to exclusive. I'm in the luxury office. We have 5 offices, 200 agents. We are the largest Latino real estate company in Naples. Nice. But my office is a lot of non-Latinos because she's branching out. I'm always trying to promote the people on my team more than me. At this point in my life, I don't really need anything. I've done a lot of stuff, with Hawaii, 20 years, my businesses in San Francisco. San Francisco was there 12 years. I had my own rental company I started, my own corporate housing company I started. I started doing short sales and foreclosures. And in 2009, I was buying the short sales.
Oh, Lord, yeah. And then I'm not doing that.
Flipping houses, working 80 hours a week for 25 years, running my health. So now I just gotta. I take 3 blood pressure medicines, double cholesterol. So balance your life.
Balance your life. Let's get rid of that medication. Balance.
Spend
down. More time with Oreo.
So I got Oreo. I got my kids. So, I threatened one day just to walk away from all this stuff and just go travel, go back to Hawaii, hang out with my daughter, go to San Francisco, go to Missouri, And
that lasted how long?
Well, everybody knows me, so I'm not going to do it,
Well, when you have that
I need to do both,
the drive.
Slow down.
Well, I always say when I have those days, I'm like, that's it. I'm moving to a mountain and I'm leaving everyone behind. And my daughter goes, "You don't like the snow." I'm like,
oh, darn, I forgot about that little piece.
Do you guys ever think like that?
You're not.
Sure, the times I'm like, I just want to close everything. I just want to sleep in. I just want to walk out my yard, putts in my garden, and that lasts. Forget. Everybody says, "Lois, you'll never do that."
I thought it's just me. A lot of people think the same way.
No, you are not alone. I think also, we have our moments in real estate. Yeah, right. We have our moments in real estate. We have our moments in life where we're just, I think that's also a time that life tells us we need to disconnect for a minute.
Right.
And take a break.
Right.
And so we do.
Yeah.
Then we come back.
Somebody's telling me.
We have to move to the mountains.
Well, let me say this. If anybody is living today's day, which is put a smile on your face, all you have to go to Tim Lou's Facebook page and look at all of the great AI stuff he has with Mr. Oreo. It's a hoot. And that's how I really kind of got to know him. That's like, when you're putting that stuff up, that is the identity that people begin to associate. Then they'll associate the real estate, and then you can get them off to somebody else or whatever. But that does put a smile on people's face.
Yeah, I think it's fun. I think I'm funny. My kids don't think I'm funny, but I think I'm funny.
Our kids never
the videos
think funny.
I make funny.
They will one day. They will one day.
I do post about God, and a lot of times real estate companies, not this one, but in the past, I was with somebody else, and they said, "You can't post about God. You can't post about politics." I don't post about politics. I don't, but I post about God because it's important. So if they don't like it, they don't like it. It's okay.
They don't like it, so
it's fine with me. I don't,
Well, I post about God and politics, but Facebook obviously doesn't like my politics because I can't start posting again until
I saw
tomorrow.
that.
Did you see that? I'm putting that up. It's the stupidest stuff. I don't even know what.
You save some space for the rest of us to post.
Well, I know I can post, but I can't comment on anybody's page.
Oh, you were.
And that's when I want to do that. Like,
Well,
oh, things are happening.
You're making some bad comments or something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I
Usually
don't.
they're just informative, and I don't think sometimes people want the information.
But I think that happens. I heard other people it happens to them
Yeah.
too, right?
You know, I don't really care. I'm fine with it now that I know how to work around the system. Facebook, I'm just kidding.
Well, you're well known,
Oh,
right?
wow.
People know you for out in the community.
I've been, yeah.
You've been
Oh,
liking
yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah. I don't, yeah, I'm not worried about Facebook promoting me. If I want to tell somebody, congratulations, oh, what a good job, or I agree with you, I can't even put that. So,
Well, you'll be out tomorrow. Let's see how long this one lasts.
I know. Well, Tim, we're going to have you back because you
Okay.
are an absolute
Yeah.
delight.
Yeah,
and
thank you
you'd
so
be
much.
more delightful if you had Oreo, but I'm
all
just
right,
saying.
next time we're
We're
bringing
bringing
Oreo.
And
It's
we-
right there.
Yeah.
In the
love
meantime,
that.
you'll see him in all my AI videos. I post one a day, probably too much, but
Yeah, no. Keep doing it because I get a
No.
kick out of them. I love it.
You inspire my ideas to try
Yeah.
to go. I'll
Now
go to
that I
the store
know the
now.
name to go to, I'll just stick up one there and put something with my little Miss Brookie Poo and
You'll
see
have
how
to
that
tag
works.
us when you do it so we can see it.
Well, when I can post
well,
it.
thank
you
you. Thank you. This wasn't that painful. It's the first time I did this, and
I'm glad.
Kevin kept inviting me. You gotta come. So I'm
I'm
glad I
glad you
came.
did. Very
Glad you
glad
can make
did.
it. No,
All
thank
right.
you for being
Thank
here.
you.
All right,
All
we're going to
right.
go through our sponsors one more time,
Yeah.
and we're going to bring up our next guest, which is who?
Our next guest is Christine, the founder of Luxury Lifestyle.
Nice. Okay, so let's go through. We have Yacht Masters.
Yacht Masters,
Yes.
Marine Surveyors, Mighty Dog Roofing. We also have Devoe Cadillac.
Which I just saw him doing he's doing so much more on Facebook too, so I can read all those things. So that's,
You can at least read them, right?
I can at least read them and remember them and go back and see what everybody's doing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. Supreme Auto and Collision, Total Car Care. There we
Marquise.
go. Hello. Welcome to my not being able to talk all of a sudden. Marquise Diamond Mobile Detailing.
Get all shiny.
Three Palms Legal Wills, Trusts, and Estates. Torch Hot Yoga for those people who love the hot yoga.
Yeah, but people love that stuff.
I don't.
I'm gonna
but
have to try
my
that.
daughter teaches it, so she loves it.
Huh, there you go.
Amherst Roofing Inc.
Remember to call them to get your
Annual. roof
I don't think
inspection.
they charge or that is minimal, just so you know, in case a storm ever comes, you've got that backup. And of
And my
course we
slide,
have.
I have to redo to add my icons of Naples.
Yes, you do.
That it happens every Wednesday. We drop an episode. So
Is it a certain
to be
time
here.
it drops?
it drops at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
every
on
Wednesday on YouTube. Yeah, we've got that. And
Wednesday, you
we're up
have to cook up a little thing. So
yeah.
yeah, we have a wonderful new guest that Miss.
Well, it goes with today is National. Can we get that slide? National Simplify Your Life Day. There we go. Simplify Your Life Day is today. So I know that I when I saw this, I instantly said, well, we have to call Christine because we need help with simplifying our lives. I think we've gotten way into just not understanding that it's less difficult when your life is simple. So Christine is the founder of Luxury Lifestyle, a Naples-based luxury design and lifestyle firm specializing in interior design, renovations, custom closets, and full home organization. She's going to help you create your systems. She helps high-performing homeowners simplify their lives by creating beautifully designed spaces that function effortlessly for every single day. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored.
When your name was put out, I said, she looks familiar. I think I've seen some of her stuff. And then you were able to join us. So I really appreciate you coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
When I saw that, I said, well, I know I've been through the having to simplify, but mine was forced because I lost everything in a flood, in a storm.
I remember.
And I joked around afterwards that, well, I had been wanting to get rid of a few things. I just didn't expect
not like that.
Not all in one day,
Yeah.
and then out by the curb. So it wasn't quite the way I wanted to do it. So if people wanted to, well, tell us a little bit about how you got into this and then how without having that happen in your life, where we should start.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate that. I founded this company in 2019 from a need to simplify my own life, right? I believe that when you have clutter and chaos around you, so is your mental health.
Right.
So when you slow down, uncover what's in those nooks and crannies in the house, get rid of it, I feel like it's incredibly therapeutic. Your space becomes at peace. And so at that point in my life, I was in a transition period. I had finished law school. I had been in the legal business for 20 years since I was 18 years old. And I started cleaning out my house and I was like, wow, I feel so much better. And I had no idea the impact that that stuff that I had been carrying truly I carried it, not just in my home, but in my soul, right? And I believed that I should bring this to other people. And that idea turned into this. And it turned into, going to people's homes and organizing their kitchens or their closets or whatever it was that they needed. And then it became, well, how do we put things away? We need a functional space. So I branched out into custom closets. And then I would be putting things away and people would say, well, how come I didn't know to do this when I was designing my home? And I was like, hold up. Let me do functional interior design and really build your life around who you are. And I think that sometimes that piece of the puzzle gets missed when we're building homes or when we're selecting custom closets or whatever that may be. So I believe in function over the look, the aesthetic. That really should be second.
Form.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a basic, yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I call it visual chaos. That when you have visual chaos in your life, you feel chaotic.
Yes.
And I use that in my coaching when people have, oh, well, this is going on. And I'm like, well, first let's start with your space. What's going on in your home?
Yeah.
And I don't think people
always the first thing to do.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Well, and there's also a thing where as a business owner, we used to walk people to their cars to see what the inside of their car looked like.
Yeah.
Because that's what their desk is going to be like. And that might be their work. They might have a great, strong work ethic, but they weren't able to organize their day enough we'd need to hire them.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't realize that does happen. They're walking you to your car. So clean the car before you come.
And when you walk them to the car, you always check the back of their heels.
Really? Is that what you used to do?
Because if a gentleman doesn't take care of his heels, if it's all scuffed up or whatever, I'm just saying. That was one of those stupid things.
Old school.
Sorry, that's old school. That would be like, you'd say, oh, you better check that out. So,
but I think also with the spaces, I know organization on Instagram has become this. I know, right?
It's rainbow, unattainable. They're actually buying things for the photo shoot. I mean, that's what they're doing. Nobody has Roy G. Biv, the colors of the rainbow in every product that you have. Like, who's buying stuff like that? So it became very aesthetic and not functional at all and not attainable for the everyday person.
Right. That's what I found. It was like Martha Stewart times 12 kind of moment. And even that back in the day was unattainable for the average person. Now you look back at her stuff and it's like, oh, that's more obtainable than what I see now.
Yeah. Everything is Instagram worthy, right? And that's not really what life is like.
Yeah.
It's a highlight reel on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it is. And your home shouldn't feel that way. It really should be a reflection on you, your space, and what you want your home to say about you.
Well, I got to do some work when I get home.
No, you're supposed to call me. That's the thing.
I have been, believe me, I've been organizing files and organizing stuff, but it's still a big pile of stuff that I have to like shift out and go do that. But I agree. I just was thinking about what is that saying about me in my living room den and so forth. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I have the pile. I have the pile on the piano, but it's right outside my office. And I do that because I can't have it in my office.
Right.
And then once a week I go, okay, if I only do 3 pieces of paper, I've made headway.
Yeah.
And even when I had a huge house at one time, like 9,000 square feet, you really need to be, or the bigger the house is, I don't think people realize, if you're used to 1,500 and you move into 3,000, I used to be, no, those scissors belong in that room.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
People would laugh at me when I would label things.
No, but then how would you find it when you needed it?
Right. No, the kids had a pair of scissors in their play area. The kitchen had its own scissors because you don't want paper and food together.
Yep.
And so my sister used to, I know you're probably watching and I'm going to make fun of you.
It's okay.
My sister used to be like, why when you pull out the drawer in the kitchen, you have the ladles and stuff labeled? I said, because when I have people like my mom or my grandmother at the time would come and put things away, I would never know where it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. 50 guesses. Where is it? Scavenger
Where's the
hunt.
lighter when you need to light the birthday candles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I find that also when you put things where they belong, you spend less time looking for them. You're less, I don't know, when you leave the door. Now I still put my keys in a different place almost every day. For some reason, do you find that people have those few things that they just can't seem to manage, but everything else is kind of manageable?
I have it. Like, I am definitely not perfect. Don't go to my house right now. My kitchen counter is chaotic. Yeah, I think that what we need to do is have 90% put away. And then the 10% that we function with is every day, but we have a place where it goes, which makes an easy reset. And if it, maybe your weekends, you're home a lot more. So then on Friday or Saturday morning, spend just 30 minutes putting something away. Put on a podcast, listen to an audio book, do something that keeps you occupied mentally, and then watch how fast the time goes. They say nobody cleans up faster than the 20 minutes before someone's coming over. Pretend someone's coming to your house. Like, just put it away. And then, but the thing is to have the systems backed up for you. So let's say you had a pile of papers. I know, Mom, sorry. She's had a pile of papers in the kitchen. It's in the same spot. It's her drop zone. Nobody should judge that, but that's where it goes, right? She could move it, not in the kitchen, but whatever, I digress. And there are certain places that you can have chaotic for yourself, but then have a zone where they go, right? So, you mentioned the morning. The best thing you can do is set yourself up for success in the morning the night before, right? If you have young children, I remember being a single mom and I was trying to get out the door and it was 8:02 and I needed to leave at 7:55 and I'm looking for his shoes, my keys, my sunglasses. Make a zone, put it all there. Pack the lunch the night before. Take the 5 minutes. Leave it in a designated zone in the refrigerator next to whatever it is that you need. Just set yourself up for a routine. And if you do it one day, do it the next day and do it the next day. And if you fall off, okay, do it the day after that, right? We give ourselves no slack when it comes to forming habits. Habits are very hard. They're very easy to break. So just pick it up the next day. I feel like people don't spend enough time in their homes really making them function for themselves. So think about your routine. Do you like smoothies? Do you like coffee? And then create the space around that. When I'm interviewing a client for their home, I say, tell me about your life. Tell me what happens in a day. I have people that bicycle ride, right? They have like bike kits, the outfits that they wear. Right. Tell me about that so we can create a zone in your closet that's specifically for that, and how much better you feel about your hobbies and when you can visually see everything too, right? If you can't see it, you're not going to use it. And if you're not using it, throw it away.
I see. I'm glad you're saying that because I being the oldest child and my mom was a single mom, I was on my own a lot to figure a lot of this stuff out, right?
Mhm.
And so I was always behind. I was
Yeah.
always running late. I was always couldn't find things in the morning on your own. And now even I kind of lived that life for quite a while actually. But even just taking my workout clothes and laying them on the chair next to the bed, even though they're just around the corner,
You didn't have to think.
I wait because you wake up in the morning, you're half asleep. And if you don't do it, sometimes you go, well, I'll just do it tomorrow because you have to go across the house or get something out of the laundry or find the other sock.
Yeah.
And I find that I'm more likely to procrastinate if I don't set myself up the night before, or even just when we're coming here, having my bag ready to go.
Mhm.
And so, because the car's in the garage, just drop all the things I need in the night before, like your bio and things like that. Just, okay, it's on the seat of the car. Otherwise, I'm running around in the morning looking for it.
It sets the tone for the day.
Yes,
I have
it
a
does.
lot of regrets on how I handled my mornings as a single mom, trying to get out the door at a very specific time, working for an employer who didn't care that my son didn't want to put his shoes on in the morning. And if I were to have forced him, I would have been 20 more minutes late. So that was one of the things that I wish I knew when he was younger, to set us up for success, is taking that extra time at nighttime, even when you're tired, even when you have nothing left, and setting the tone for the day before, because the attitude that I'm sure that I gave him in the morning, and then it that energy was off on him, right? We take our own energy and we give it to the people we interact with. And so the best way to start your day off is to start it off on the right foot. So you have to figure out what works for you and don't set unrealistic standards of a perfect house. Like if I literally were to go home right now and show you a video, it's not perfect, but inside the drawers it is. Inside my closet's perfect, except for the stuff that I used because I'm trying to get out the door and I didn't want to wear the other shirt that I had picked out the night before because I wasn't feeling it. So then it's right. But I wasn't feeling it. That was not the outfit. And I tried, but then you wake up, but at least you set yourself up for only having to send an hour on a reset per week versus having a full chaos. But it's hard to do it on your own and it's overwhelming and it's emotional and people are bogged down by it. I don't have that emotion. So I can go into someone's home and I'm not connected to your things. I can see past the memories because there aren't any for me and I can sort it out and then you make the decisions on what you get rid of. If I find 10 purple cups, I may say to you, hey, we have 10. Do you think maybe we can cut down to 5? And then you get rid of the ones that have no emotional value to you. And now we've cut our stuff in half. So it's starting small. It's starting in a drawer. It's starting in that one area that you've procrastinating. It's just so little. And then it feels so good that you just keep going. And that's what happened for me.
I just had a PTSD flashback on the
sorry.
cups. No, it's okay.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
I went to my stepfather's house. My sister was living there out in Seattle. And I'm looking around and I'm like, Dad, how many yogurt cups do you need? Because out there, the recycling, they only had one bin and you couldn't overfill it. And there was the garbage, like the whole thing was a big deal. And I'm like, how many? Well, I use them to put other things in like nuts and bolts and things like that. When I say there was probably 75. And I said, well, how many yogurts do you eat in a week? It's like one a day. I said, so we can get rid of, you're replenishing 7. I had to do a mathematical equation for him.
Yeah. Because he couldn't let go.
He could not let go because of the whole, you get fined with the trash and all that kind of stuff. And then when you mentioned about hanging on to things, do you find that when people have been through a traumatic situation, because I'm speaking from experience
Yeah. No hypothetical.
Do you find that they have a tendency to hoard?
I think it depends. I think I can speak from a personal experience. There are some people that have to get rid of it right away because the memories are too painful. And there are others who definitely hold on. I've gone into people's closets where their significant other had passed away several years before. That is really difficult because they see the things as a reminder of them and not what they are. It's like, it's memories, it's pain, it's not moving past. So I guess it really just depends on like the person. But holding on to the things that matter, like for instance, my father passed away. I'm wearing his work wedding band. I have a quilt of his shirts that we made. That's kind of it. There might be a few other things for me personally, because he's not in the stuff. And I think people forget that. And I think that when you clean out things that are heavy, that are weighed down, you get to enjoy those special things that they had more, right? Because they hold more value. They're more, you can visualize them. When I've organized closets and I've come across something from their wedding, I display it and they're like, oh, wow. I'm like, yeah, because you can actually display your stuff in your closet or in your home that are mementos. And if you do it in an aesthetically pleasing way, it doesn't look like clutter. And now nobody knows that one thing, what it is. You know what it is. Like actually I have in my bathroom my father's Harley Davidson. He rode motorcycles. I have his belt buckle. It's simple. It's in my bathroom. It's on a shelf. I can enjoy it every single time I look at it. But if it was in a drawer with 10 other belt buckles that didn't mean anything, then we need to get rid of them. So I think you find it's all about intention. I think every decision that you make, every item that you keep, it should all be with intention. So as long as there's an intentional reason you're keeping it, there's a memory, there's a moment, whatever that is, make sure it's the most important thing so that you can appreciate that. And then you have to let go of the rest.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me because as you were talking, the reason I brought it up was I found a box in storage. And when I pulled out the clothes, they were literally like Y2K.
Yeah. Well, that's coming back. You could actually probably sell them for some good money now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at these things, and there were some pieces that I'm like, oh, well, maybe, I'm never going to wear them again. I'm not going to be a 2. I don't want to work that hard. I want to enjoy food, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I realized, I said, I remember when I wore it and how much fun I had with my friends or something that happened. But then what I did decide to keep was I found 2 of my pageant gowns.
Oh, that's fun.
And from when I won Mrs. USA, and I said, now those those 2 dresses that I competed in that year, even though I'm never going to wear them, even though one day I might put them in a mannequin on the corner when I get my office set up the way I want it and stuff, whatever it might be, that I just can't let go of it.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of a time that I accomplished something that was really hard for me during that period.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to keep this. But the Y2K, I was like, I got to let this go.
I mean, I don't know if you still fit into those dresses, but you know what I've seen people do is they cut like the bodice part out and they make it like a top and they get rid of the bottom of the dress so they can re-wear it with different things. So there's always that, like, I do recommend repurposing it, right? Finding a way. I love the idea of a mom using their bridal gown to make bathrobes that their daughters wear the next day, like during their wedding ceremony, right?
Oh, nice.
That's such a good idea of creating the lace and getting the fabric and doing something with it that they will now have and keep, and they could pass it down to their daughters, right? And we're not all fitting into our wedding dresses. We were all like before children, okay? Like mine is long gone. She wasn't fitting. And so I feel like when you repurpose something, finding a new way to use it, that's what gives it new life. And finding those items in your home do the same thing. So get rid of the old to appreciate what you have.
I wanted to bring up something I thought about because I saw Adele Amico was listening, and I wanted to give a shout out to her because when I didn't realize this, but when I talk to her, it's never like 5 minutes. It's usually like an hour and 20 minutes. So as I have on my earphone and I'm cleaning. Cleaning out under a cabinet. I was cleaning up the kitchen. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I'm cleaning. She goes, so am I. I said, okay, we got to do this like once a week or once every other week. And so we could chat and I could go through the drudgery. So I thought that was a pretty fun.
Isn't there? It's not masking, body double.
Yeah, because you're doing something else at the same time. People are getting together, and the list that you procrastinate. Have you seen this? Yes. I think it's brilliant. And I've got a really good friend, Leticia, and I who get together, and we do a lot of the mundane, right? You get together, you get your checklist, your procrastination list, whether it's like, I don't know, I have to like unsubscribe to things, whatever that is. And you grab your wine or your water, whatever your thing is, and you have a group over and you have a list and you just sit there and gab and take care of it. Now that list, like that is such a brilliant idea. And I find that I get more accomplished with my friend Lindsay when I'm sitting around because I'm like, oh, we're having a good time. We're checking off our to-do list, whether that's business, whether it's personal. And you get together and create an event out of it. We're all like hosting things. We want to get to have friends over. Do something that actually accomplishes something. Give yourself an intention. Set the intent for what you want to do. And it's an out of the box idea. Or have people come over and clean out their closets, right? And do a clothing exchange and see what you get, or do it for charity, or give back to the shelter for abused women here in town, and make it something. They say romanticize your life, romanticize the mundane.
Yeah, well, that's a great way to put it.
I had my stylist come over because I had hoarded a bunch of things for 2 years, and then I bought a bunch of things that I really didn't need, like 12 white shirts, and we put everything together in one space. And I said, I'm going to leave. I'm not even going to be here for it. And gave her the wheelie rack, and she purged.
Yeah.
And when she did, and I came back, she's like, okay, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I see 3 things that I do actually wear. And she goes, okay, they're not really in style. I said, but weirdly, I wear them. I like them.
It's my style.
It's my style. And she goes, great. We took those out. And I said, well, I really like this shirt. And she said, well, that's great, but you still have 5 of these that are the same color. And she goes, so what are we going to swap out?
Yeah.
And so when do you feel like people need to hire? When's a good time to hire a professional?
I think anytime you've been procrastinating, right? Because there's a reason that you haven't done it and it's haunting you. It's taking mental space. So make the phone call, see how much it is, see what everything that we do, we customize to the person. So you basically tell me what your goals are. I like to start at the end. I think maybe it's the law degree in me where we want a specific result for a client. And
Begin
then
with the
how
end
do
in
you,
mind. That's
yeah, you have to, right? So I have this conversation with them. I get to know them. I ask them questions. I spend a lot of time doing that because it's so important. You're going to have an artist on, and she was saying that she gets to know people if she doesn't know them in order to draw them or paint them. I apologize for not using the technical term, because she needs to know them to capture them. Right. Same thing. I need to know what your life is. I need to know who you are. I need to know how it functions and what you want out of it. And then let's figure it out. Let's take it in small chunks. It doesn't have to be everything because that's unrealistic. Unless you have unlimited funds, then yeah, we can work at your house for a month and get it all done, right?
But start somewhere.
But you start small. The area that's your biggest pain point, whether that's your closet, whether it's your bathroom, whatever that space may be. And another way to get more space in a house is garage organization, right? We don't have basements. So we've got these beautifully large 4 walls that have nothing on them but a water heater and some electrical. Get a mini split in there. Do that. Create a whole ambiance. My garage floor is epoxy and it's pink with glitter and it's ridiculous. And it's so fun to go in my garage and use the things that are in there, right? I created my space for me. I think that's what you have to do. Customize your home to how you live and how you want to feel in the home.
Okay, honey, we have to do our garage.
Yes, no, the garages
Believe
are
me,
fire.
I agree with that 1,000%.
They're the basement of the South.
That's it.
I love that. So how do people get in touch with you?
Yes. My Instagram is Luxure, which is LUXURE_lifestyle_, or go to my website at luxurelifestyle.com, or just reach out to me directly. And our number is 239-214-3805.
And I'll put that in the comments.
Okay.
Awesome.
LuxuryLifestyle.com.
Luxure.
Yeah. How you spell it?
LUXURE lifestyle.com.
Yeah, I'm going to put that.
You've got that there. Okay.
I'm going to put that in the comments of today's post.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it was awesome to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Just delightful. And gave me a lot of ideas. And who knows, I may be giving you a buzz.
I would love that.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, darling.
Thanks.
Bye.
Wow. Wow.
Right. Isn't that amazing? Like I do a lot in my garage, especially after the flood. There were so many things at the house I'm at now that I said I was able to salvage, some like outdoor pots and things that didn't rust, so to speak, from the flood. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? And that's what I did. What she said, I set up a space in the garage where I could store them and keep them for the next time I need them. And then I also set up like my son's sports equipment. I made the shelves with the baskets. So mine's not greatly organized. I mean, I did it as I could go, but.
All right. Take a look at this. This is what I was going to send a note back to Ricky Haas and say, hey, miss you, bro.
Oh.
But watch, here's what happens.
Oh, you can't comment.
If you continue right?
It says
continue.
If you can, yeah. Lois is still
there
on
you go,
Facebook.
posting.
Jail.
So your account is restricted still. Okay, sorry, Ricky. I was trying to write back to you. Well.
So we had something next before our guest.
We do.
I have to print that. I do better with printed during the show.
That's really, you do?
I didn't print it.
Okay.
You sent me a schedule. Go ahead and sit down.
Please go ahead. Yes, I'm over here.
We just had something between you. We just can't remember what it was. It feels like a Monday for me today. I don't know what it is. I worked literally 10 hours yesterday on real estate stuff. I have 3 clients in town. And I feel like today is my Monday because
Yes.
it's like I'm catching up.
Okay, we were gonna go over a few events and then go into our
the
wonderful
events.
artists. Yes, that's
Oh,
what it is. I had to
right.
go back to my outline.
But
Okay,
see, Diana was already
Sister
ready for
D,
us.
you're already there.
It's right there.
All right, this Saturday, Worship on the Rock. They had this last year. I missed it. It is a fabulous thing.
I didn't know about this. This is great.
Veterans Community Park down on Marco Island. Bring your chairs. And
I could bring my mom. She loves stuff like this.
absolutely. Oh, yeah. And they have a food truck, and the food truck's open at 5. The concert begins at 5:30, and they have 3 fabulous speakers. Of course, Lieutenant Colonel Alan West is the best.
He's a great speaker.
And William Federer and Ryan Hutchinson. But it's a great night to just commune
And
with
it's free?
friends. It's free.
It's free. Oh, wow.
It's
You get all that?
free. And take a look at what they have on there, celebrating America's 250.
More
So
of
you
these
see people
250.
more and more starting to put this out there and have it on their literature and have it on their whatever. So this is great. So this Saturday,
And we have
5
Tasha
o'clock.
Layton.
Yes,
Vertical
Tasha
Worship.
and Vertical Worship. So it's a
Okay.
concert. It's just an uplifting.
It's a nice community gathering.
Yes, it'll
Just
be
come
great.
for the food truck and the speakers if you can't stay the whole time, or stay the whole time. Enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, what the
Bring your
heck?
friends.
You got
Bring a
it.
chair, bring your friends, have some food.
Okay,
I like that.
what else do we have next? Oh, we're going to be announcing this a couple of times, and I hope I get Jeff on. Jeff was president of the former National Korean War Veterans,
Okay.
and his son has had like 45 surgeries on
Oh my gosh.
his brain, and they have been standing up beside him ever since. And they do so much, not only for the community but the country. And so it's March the 14th. It stands on Goodland.
Oh, we like stands. It's,
yeah,
it's a
but
staple.
you start it via it's a motorcycle ride. Yeah,
Okay.
or you can drive your car down there. We drive our car and just do
You don't
like we're
want to
doing.
be on the back of the
No,
motorcycle?
I'm okay. I'm good with that. And so the registration starts between 9:30 and 11 at the VFW 7721. Kickstands go up at 12, and it's a 25. Hey, Adele, we'll see you there, baby. It's
25 miles.
25 miles.
And they go to stands.
They go to stands,
Okay.
and they have some ceremony. Everybody gets their food, gets their drink, and I love the little shops around there because and they have a car show there. It's a great car show. So anyway, put that on your calendar now for March the 14th.
The 4th annual Vinnie's Wounded Vet Run 2026. And it's March. So you have a couple of shows.
Yeah, have a lot. Yeah, I want to just start putting it out there because they do so much for our community.
You
It's
gotta drive that. I mean, mom's
I'm
here. I
telling
gotta
you,
find things to do with mom.
It's a fun thing to do. Okay, next up. March the 11th. That is next Thursday. Is that right?
I believe so.
Next Thursday, Naples Design District, the Block Bash. And if you don't know what Naples Design District is, I think I'll probably bring this back in. No, it was this week, right? Is that right? No, it's next week.
It's next week.
So I can bring
you
it back
can talk
in
about
Tuesday.
it on Friday, and we
Tuesday.
can talk about it next Tuesday. So we're going to talk about this one a couple of times.
Yes.
But a lot of people don't realize Naples Design District is the 10th Avenue area downtown, right?
That's it.
Downtown, 10th Avenue. And not to be confused with our 2 art districts. This is the design district.
Design district.
And I have been to a couple of the block bashes, and they are quite fun. But bring your walking.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah.
Bring your walking shoes because it is walking.
Unless you want to stay in one place.
Unless you want to stay, yeah. And a lot of the stores, they really get into it. They have food, they have drinks, they have specials. Some places have raffles. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a nice little thing to kind of get familiar with what the shops are doing down there.
And I've got to bring my map in because 2010, I labeled that Naples Design District when I was creating the walking map for the city.
Map. Yeah.
And everybody pitched a hissy fit. They didn't like it. That was in 2010. Now, it's exactly what it is.
It became that.
It became that because it is that. Okay, next. We'll talk more about that later. Was there anything else I had?
So
that is it. Okay, so next, I am going to introduce.
Yeah, I have to print.
Is it Mi Sung Wang?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce that right?
It's Huang, actually.
Huang.
Yeah.
Okay, say that again so we'll do it right.
Huang.
Huang.
So it should be like HWANG.
Okay.
But
Oh, so
What's
it's
your first? It's
phonetically.
Missoum.
Misoon. Yes.
Missoum.
Perfect.
We'll call you Missoum. So
Yeah,
you'll
that's
be like
perfect.
Cher. You don't need a last name.
Oh, I love that.
Like Beyonce.
Oh,
Just
Beyonce.
Oh,
as
Exactly.
Beyonce, yeah.
Beyonce who? We don't need that.
no, just
Missoum.
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm delighted to be here. Kevin sent this wonderful picture that you had painted.
Let's see.
And did you do both of those?
Yes.
Oh,
did
shut
that
the
one.
front door. I did not know that.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And then you did one of Kevin.
There's
by
one of
himself?
Kevin.
Yeah.
Caught him at his intense moment. I thought that was
Right.
very clever.
Yeah.
Very
On
clever.
the green screen.
You
Yeah.
have,
There
there
it
it
There's
is.
Kevin.
Wow.
You'll
Yeah.
be here on time and you will like it.
I thought
I love the pose.
I love it too.
because
He's so serious. Yeah, it's
right.
good. It's great.
I thought when he sent that to me this morning, it was because I was late. And he's like, no, that's from the artist that's going to be here today. And I'm like, oh, you wouldn't have even noticed I was late. I
No.
didn't say anything.
No, well, God bless. Well, tell us about your background because I began reading it and I'm like, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, no.
No, no,
What
you
was
can't.
that? My
I
background.
want to know what
I
your
grew-
background. So I was reading. I said, oh my gosh.
So I grew up in South Korea. It's interesting when you're doing the event, you show the person with the Korean War. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
my parents like went through all that.
Korean
But
War.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I really appreciate the people who fought for the country
Yeah.
that they didn't even know back then, and we lost so many people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's where I grew up. When I was 15, I went to art school. I was in like a boarding school in North Carolina. So I've been here ever since.
Where in North Carolina?
Winston-Salem.
Winston-Salem. Okay.
Yes.
That's an artsy community.
Yes.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to North Carolina School of the Arts there for 3 years for high school. And then I went to New York for BFA.
VFA?
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Bachelor
Yeah.
of, oh, BA, pardon me. I'm sorry. Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Yes. So I was in New York for quite a bit, for like 14 years. And so I always did art, but I took a break for a while, like long while,
Okay.
because I got a little bit frustrated and a little bit insecure when I was in New York, and I was with a lot of artists and I work for artists, and I was exposed to a lot of like how the museums work and gallery work, and I did a lot of installations like in United States and Europe, but I got kind of insecure about my art. I felt like there's so many people who do amazing artwork. There shouldn't be another one just trying to be nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's your humility from the.
So I was in the background for a long time, but then I started again maybe like 10 years ago. Yeah. It was actually my husband who really wanted me to paint again, and my mom always wanted me to paint, and so I think it just came about. It happened organically. I wasn't going to be like professional artist, but I love it. I enjoy it a lot. So I belong to United Arts Collier and Bayshore Art District. You mentioned the art district, and
that area.
Naples Art District, which is all
Here.
around here.
Right.
Yeah, we have like over 100 artists, working artists that over Shirley and JNC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Most
See, I
people
didn't
don't
realize
know that.
Shirley.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
Shirley. I know JNC. I know they've had that, but I didn't know about Shirley.
Shirley
Working
has
Art
more
District.
studio/galleries. Yeah.
That's
Where's
amazing.
that located?
Right over.
It's yeah,
I
Shirley.
know, I know Shirley, but just in, well, of course, it's not that long. I probably could look at it next to the bar, Dog's Tooth Hound. What's it called now?
Yeah.
They've changed names so many times, I forget.
Actually, across the street, there are a few galleries. Yes, there's Arturo's Gallery, and then Inspirations, who's president of Naples Art District, is in there actually. And then next to it is a Trillium Gallery, which represents like 20 artists or something. Yeah.
And which one are you in? Or where
I am on 6240 Shirley. It's a Fairway Trade Village. It's down towards JNC actually. It's right on the corner.
It's on the corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
As you're saying it, I'm seeing the sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the colorful painted building. It looks like I call it happy. My husband calls it happy building because they repainted it and it's all like yellow, green, and
It
blue.
definitely stands out.
Yeah. And I'm on the second floor.
And so you just can go to them and you come in and say, "Hey, I just want to look around."
Yeah. Anybody could come in and welcome to look around. But Naples Art District have even on Thursdays and Saturdays. Every Thursday, every Saturday, most artists are open. They call it like open studio, so 1 to 5. They could come in.
Fun.
Yes.
You can come in and see their spaces, like the ones that aren't showing daily.
Yes.
You can come in and see their spaces or hire them to do something.
Yes.
That's incredible. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 to
Thursdays and Saturdays.
Thursdays and Saturdays.
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yes.
Oh, what a perfect time too, because people can come.
There's another thing to do with your mom. There's another thing for your mom.
Another thing, Mom, you're going to be busy one.
Yeah, just get that list going.
We've got a list. We've got a list. It's interesting what you said about kind of getting disenfranchised with it at some point. I think a lot of people, not only in arts, but in coaching, you know, oh, well, everybody's kind of saying a thing about about relationships, for example. And then I realized, but your eye or your medium or your take on it, just like as a coach, my take on a relationship problem, your take on how you see something is different. And I think it takes us a while to kind of get over that, what other people are doing, and find my voice or your palette. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think was the driving force in kind of getting there? You mentioned your husband, but
I was kind of closet painter.
Okay.
So I was doing things for things and people that were special to me.
Okay.
So I will do portraits and stuff but I didn't really promote myself. I didn't advertise it. I had
no artist does. There are very few that promote themselves.
Yeah, some of them are very good.
Yeah.
But a handful. You're absolutely right. So and it started with first because me and my husband lived in Sarasota. So I was taking a lot of pictures of like the sky, the beach. And so the color palette of landscape really inspired me. So I started to paint and, sooner or later I come home, there's a new canvases and new paint. Like my husband was buying those things.
God bless him.
Putting things on in my room, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then it just kind of happened. So
it's a good thing he doesn't push drugs like that. That he was pushing art. No, what a
he's an art pusher.
What a wonderful thing for him to do.
Yes. So it was. So my mom got to see me paint before she passed, and she was really happy about that. Yeah.
Well, that was your love. Yeah, you grew. A lot of women go through that. They get in that groove, and then something happens, and especially when you're in New York, and to set yourself up. Yeah. It's not always what your art is, but it's also who you know and how you get through that.
Absolutely.
And so that's hard to break through.
Very hard.
Very hard. Yeah. So what's your favorite medium? What is it that you really?
I use acrylic most of the time, only because it dries fast.
Yeah.
But I do use oil. I don't know why, but like when I did portraits, when I started with portraits, it started with Frida Kahlo. And because I just started a series called Many Faces of Art. So then I started to paint painters that like influenced me. And when I was doing that, I tend to go to oil and oil paint stick. I don't know why that was.
It relates to masters. I mean,
could be. I don't know.
Isn't that what they used? They would have used oil, right?
Yes. Yeah. Like then that's all they had.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, which is also very toxic too.
Oh yeah. That's why they're always high.
So, but now I could use acrylic, like Kevin's painting that you guys showed. That was acrylic, and then I mixed it with the gold leaf and the silver leaf.
Oh, nice.
In the background, because I thought that kind of represented Kevin. So instead of doing like a realistic rendering of someone, I always want to like kind of evoke the character and the person
Right.
like about themselves, because he's always like confident, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks confident. I don't know if he's always confident.
Well,
He has a little bit
that's
of
okay.
intensity
Yes,
too that you
yes,
captured. A very,
yes.
very. I'm involved in
Focused,
this
right?
moment
Yeah.
at this moment.
So
Do you find? I forgot my question. It just left me. That's interesting. I love it when that happens.
Are you having any shows coming up soon?
I have a like 4 of my paintings actually displayed at the Moran Wealth Management.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
a call to artists thing that United Arts Collier did, and it's called Visions of Stage. So I got some dancers that I painted because I worked for New York City Ballet also when I was in New York.
Oh, wonderful.
And not that I wanted to, I was kind of fell into it part time. But I feel so bad right now about how I was reacting to that job. Like I didn't appreciate it.
You painted the stage setting?
No, I'm painting ballet
You're
right
painting
now.
ballet.
Ballerinas. But back then I
Okay.
was working as a assistant to makeup and hair person.
Ah.
Yeah, he passed on too.
Oh.
He was a really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate it. You know, I was young and I lived in East Village and I had to take train all the way to Columbia. And I was like, ah.
It was
What is
intense
this?
for you at the
Yeah. And I
time.
felt like I couldn't eat in front of the ballet dancers because they were like, you know, always working. And it was that really
Yeah.
childish attitude I had. But now looking back, I learned so much,
Yeah.
from them because I got to watch how hard they work.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I mean,
Wow.
yes.
That,
And
that was my question. So because we have the picture here of the painting of the, Kevin and the one that you have on the
Yeah.
wall here. And their faces, but you also do full
Full
silhouette.
figure,
That was
yes,
my
yeah,
question. Because
yes.
I'm looking at these, for those of you who don't know, there's the painting on the wall over here and there's the 4 people.
of the
And-
boys.
of the boys. And yeah. And so I was like, some people just do like a bust or those
Mhm.
kinds of things, but you do
Yeah, I
full.
do the full
That was my
figures,
question.
yes,
And it
yeah.
came back to me. I
Yeah.
love that.
Okay.
Do you have any children?
No, I don't.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I
either.
never
I
got to
couldn't.
that.
Yeah. Never.
Yes.
Well, I couldn't have it. Lord said you'd be much better as a fairy godmother. So I'm
There you go.
like that much better. Oh,
Yes.
now that
Other-
painting, is that a painting you did there too?
Yes. And it's
Very
called
nice.
Midnight Rain. And it was, again, I mean, I don't know if you
So
ever.
it's an abstract though, right? It's not
Yeah.
a portrait or a
Right.
silhouette. Okay. So you do all types. I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Wow. So people can commission something for their house if they
Yes.
wanted.
Yeah.
And
I have done some of that. Mhm.
you just see the space and get the feel for what they're looking for.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
here we go.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Some people bring color palette, like swatches of their fabric. And then, trying to,
Creative from that.
yes.
I don't think I can make that big of a commitment. I kind of change things a lot. But now silhouettes or portrait, that's a little bit different. But yeah, I could, if I changed my couch, I'd have to change my art.
Well, not really.
No.
If you create,
Really.
Oh, okay.
no,
Yeah.
because art is like.
Maybe since the flood, I just have commitment issues.
Okay,
Any
yeah.
commitment on
That could
any
be it.
furniture or anything that's not movable quickly.
Yeah, because my art so eclectic, but I have some nice pieces, and I have
Yes, you do.
lots of fun things. I like to do fun stuff, and then a couple of series pieces.
It'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So some
I
people,
agree.
some artists just do abstract and some just do portrait, but it's nice that you cover both.
Yes.
That's unusual, I think, for some.
Some
Some people just
I
kind of.
think, yeah, maybe. Some people just do portraits and some people just do abstract, but I do what inspires me.
There we go.
You know?
Okay.
So it's all different, kind of thing.
I
Whenever
write,
it's
and so I
exciting.
have to be inspired by a story.
Exactly.
I write for Life in Naples, and it's great that I said, you don't have to pay me, but just let me write about what I want to. And of course, always deadlines. I do much better under pressure. I hate to say that,
Yeah.
but I always
do too.
wait unless I have a story in my mind. Then the pressure comes on, and then
Gets the creative juices
yeah,
flowing.
I get
Yeah.
that going. Yeah, but it has
So
to
it's-
inspire me.
If somebody wanted to hire you or
Right.
see your art or both, how would they go about doing that?
Because I'm a member of United Arts Collier and Naples Art District, and also Bayshore Art District, a lot of people go into their website and their page,
Okay.
and I'm listed there, and that's how also people find me to teach. That my class is listed
Oh, you
also
have a
there.
class.
Yeah.
Oh, tell
I
us
do.
quickly about that.
I do one-on-one.
Oh, one-on-one.
Much
Yeah,
better,
but
much better.
supplies are all free
Included, yeah.
because I don't know what they want to do. Like, do they want acrylic? Do they want to do oil? Because different people have different feelings about this. I want them to learn about the tools first. But some of them come already like kind of
Knowledgeable.
advanced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you have a web page?
Yes, I do have.
Okay, what's that?
It's www.misunhuang.com.
Oh, just your
Yeah,
name. Okay.
my name.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
I'll do that. Bump.com.
Remind me to put that in the comments of my post
You'll
today.
do
too.
that good so I can copy and paste from you. That's what I do. And do you have a telephone number too?
Yeah, it's 904-703-0364. It's a Jacksonville area code.
Jacksonville.
I lived there
for-
I did a
for a
post
while.
earlier today, and I'll make sure I want to put all that in
She'll
there.
put
I wanna
all
make
that.
sure
Yeah, she's
everybody's
great
in
about
there.
following up with all that. Well, it's been you are
Thank
such a
you so
delight
much.
and such a happy. You're perfect for Smile Day.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, you guys were talking about
Yeah.
Smile Day.
Yeah,
You
you
got-
are.
yeah. That's
You've
a
had
good
a smile on since you walked in the room.
I know. See, she sleeps with a coat hanger in her mouth. That's what I think people who smile all the time do. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining us.
much.
You've
for
just
having
been
me.
wonderful.
It was great. Thank you.
Well, what a great group of people we had.
We do good with guests, I think. I think we've had some great guests since we've been doing this. And
Yeah.
I love hearing everybody's story because we would never know. I think a lot of our viewers wouldn't know not only about that you can go twice a week and see these great artists, but also the story of an artist,
Yes.
their backstory, where they came from, their trials, and their accomplishments. And Tim earlier, same thing.
Yeah.
You know, who would have known that Tim, I know him from real estate.
Yeah, but
I
all
didn't
this
know
other
he lived
stuff.
in Hawaii until today.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
How about, do we have anything on Women's History Month? Did I send you anything, honey?
That'll be
I
Friday,
did not.
think.
Okay, well, March is also Women's History Month. We will introduce that on Friday, and we'll be. You want to be a guest? What?
Oh,
What did you say?
I don't think that was for us.
Oh. Like, oh, did I forget something? I'm looking at my outline here.
Did we forget someone?
Did we forget somebody?
We have a drop-in.
Who's the drop?
Okay, we got a few minutes. Is that all right? I don't.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
who
go
is it,
over if
and what
that's
does she
okay.
do?
Okay.
Let's do it Friday. Is that okay?
Okay.
Because we're like right out. I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
We had sometimes people just drop in the studio.
That's really nice.
Sometimes we can fit them in, and sometimes we
Yeah,
can't.
we're down to the little
We are
right, but
literally
that's
2
okay.
minutes.
I'd love to meet her, love to know what they do. But you know me, I've got this thing hammered out here.
Oh, Lois has a schedule, which I love, by the way, because I would lose track.
Diane
of time.
likes it too. She's like, I like
she's
it.
in heaven right now.
Yeah, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. We got to get this done. Okay, so next week, we'll be back, same time.
I
same
will be back.
station.
You'll be here Friday
I'll be here Friday.
from 10 to 11:30.
Right.
And I will be back with you on Tuesday. From 10 to 11:30.
And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have TMF babies. Too much fun.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, on behalf of 239 Live and all the sponsors and all of our hosts, Di and Mr. Kevin, we thank you for joining us. Go out and make it a great week.